Breaking news, the Calgary Flames are looking for a young right shot center to help the team now and for the future. Okay, maybe that's the most repetitive thing Flames fans have had to hear this season, but only one name keeps coming to light in the NHL, and that's Dylan Cozens. So why not take a look around the world at some free agents the Flames can sign instead that fit what Craig Conroy is looking for right now. The Flames may have a golden opportunity here. We're going to get into all that more in this video, but first, I want to welcome you to Flames Digest. I'm Mark Griffith. If you're new around here and you love the Flames, make sure you subscribe so you can stay up to date on all the latest news, updates, reports, and rumors revolving around your Calgary Flames. We would love to welcome you to the Flames Digest family. And oh baby, isn't that a Daft Punk song going? Around the world, around the world. Look, a lot of people think the easy solution to fix what Craig Conroy is looking for is going after, of course, Dylan Cozens. And yes, so many Flames fans just think it's Dylan Cozens or bust. Just get him. Exactly. It makes sense. Other people, there are other names around the NHL that have been said, but you know, it has been brought up by other people, not only in the media, but in the Sea of Red that have said, why don't we look, at maybe, hey, the KHL, maybe the Swedish Elite League. What about the Swiss League? What's going on in other parts of North America? And that's exactly what we have here. You can sign free agents from other places kind of anytime you want. So we actually have an article that will kind of outline who's out there sort of thing. So here's what's interesting. So Corey Pronman, one of the best writers in hockey in the whole world from The Athletic. So he writes free agents for NHL teams 2025. So the top college, CHL, and European players. So today we look at this year's class of free agents coming out of the CHL, NCAA, and major European leagues. And if you think back to last year, the Flames did actually make one of these signings when they signed Sam Morton out of, I believe it was Minnesota State, but either way, so the Flames are familiar with doing this, and there's not exactly any super elite ones out there that are, have the same potential as Dylan Cozens, but there's some interesting ones out there, and I want to take a look at 3 centers that could be on the Flames' radar. Definitely worth at least taking a look at, because you don't have to give anything up to get them. The Flames have loads of cap room, and these guys aren't going to sign for big contracts. So here we go. Here are the guys who have a chance to play in the NHL. So the number one name, a name you can kind of look out for here, is Carson Dorwart, who is a center from Michigan State, which is, of course, in the Big Ten in the NCAA. And of the 3 players, 2 of them are in college hockey in America. But this one is interesting here because he's probably easily the best player out there, the best free agent a team can sign that can have them play for them this year, but I don't know if he's the perfect fit for us necessarily, but let me know what you think. Let's see what Pronman wrote here. So Dorwart has been one of the better forwards in the Big Ten for the last 2 seasons. He will intrigue teams as a college free agent because aside from his offense, he has good athletic traits, definitely something Conroy is looking for. Dorwart is a strong skater with decent size who should be able to hold his own in one-on-one battles versus men, not just those college kids. He's been a solid two-way forward at the college level, but I don't think he's a true standout at either end. He has the skill, but he's not dynamic, and I wouldn't call his compete level super high either. So a little bit harsh there towards the end, but of course, we always got to look at elite prospects here, get the facts about him. So how old is he? He's 22. His birthday isn't until September. He's from Sherwood, Oregon in America. Of course, he's a forward. He's pretty much a center. Pretty decently tall at 6'1", 194 pounds. Decently big, or room to obviously put on some pounds a little bit. But the key thing here is that he shoots left, so not what Conroy is looking for right away. Is he the best guy out of all the free agents kind of across the world right now? Yes, but is he, the perfect fit for the Flames? I wouldn't say so. I think, obviously, resounding answer is that it makes more sense to go for Dylan Cozens, but man, we say that name so much. I know you guys are sick and tired of it. It's either going to happen or it's not, but either way, Dorwart is interesting, but he shoots left. Let me know if you think Conroy should keep an eye on the Michigan State center. Now, the next one here is someone from the KHL. So we are going around the world. We're heading over to Russia. We have Daniil Imurzin. I'll just say that for now. Feel free to correct me in the comments of how to pronounce that. I'll just call him Daniil for now. But he is a center who plays for Severstal in the K. So Imerson has been a top scoring forward in the KHL this season, displaying significant progression in his 22-year-old season. He's not blazing fast, but he is a good enough skater for top levels. He has strong puck skills, offensive IQ, and a great finishing touch. Exactly what the Flames are looking for. Those are perfect traits. He's not overly physical, and like a lot of shooters, he drifts to the outside a bit too much. Sounds a little bit like Kuzmenko, maybe. His one-timer is legit, though, so I don't hate that part of his game because he does give a decent effort level. His average frame will be the bigger concern for NHL teams. So he's not the biggest guy, but I think Conroy's more so, would obviously like someone with size. But the key things for him is, a right shot, good young center who has, good hockey skills overall. So if we get into his facts here, he's also 22, but his birthday is in less than 2 months, so he will be 23 decently soon. Obviously from Russia, as we said, he is a center. He's a little bit shorter at 6 feet, just 179 pounds, so would definitely have to put on some weight to really be any sort of, threat at the NHL level. But the key thing for him that he has over Dorwart is that he does shoot right, and that is exactly what Conroy's looking for. His contract goes into next year, but again, you can kind of sign guys from the K, any of those European leagues, kind of whenever you want. The contracts will sort of sort them things out. I know it's a little bit more complicated than that, but he is definitely someone that could be on the Flames' radar. I personally think, I know he's a little bit smaller. The Flames have decently sized guys that can back that up and hopefully will in the future. So, I don't know. I think I like this one maybe more than Dorwart. It just makes more sense if the Flames especially do not end up getting Cozens in the next, whatever it is, 10 days until the trade deadline. And yeah, you can expect probably some more trade rumor videos. Some of you guys love those. Some of you guys hate them. Some of you guys think they're just pure clickbait and whatnot. I mean, it's just what people are talking about. It's what I like to talk about as well. It's always so fun to see what you guys come up with. So, interesting overall. But either way, let me know. Imerson, Dorwart, or if we get into the third one of the video here, here's another. Jack Stockfish, who's at the College of Holy Cross in the AHA. I actually don't even know what the AHA stands for. If I were to guess, I'd guess American Hockey Association, but I honestly don't know. Either way, it's pretty much college in America. So Stockfish has enough tools to make him interesting as a pro prospect. He's a big center who skates well for his size. That is a big check there. He shows the ability to create in transition due to his speed and hands. Stockfish has been a decent two-way player in college, even if he hasn't posted major scoring numbers. There's the red flag, not the big producer the Flames really do want. Trying to project his skill to higher levels is a bit more difficult due to the conference he plays in, but he has a puncher's chance. So it's another center. He, fits the bill here, but he's not exactly quite as good, plays at a way lower level of hockey than the other two guys. The AHA, since I don't even know what it stands for, can guarantee it's obviously not as highly skilled as the NCAA or the KHL. But as always, got to get into the facts here. So he's another 22-year-old, doesn't turn 23 until September, late September, so pretty young. He's from North Bay, Ontario, so the first Canadian on the list here. Look at that youth team name, the North Bay Trappers. What an awesome name that is. He's a center. He's bigger, as we said before, so he's 6'4", 216 pounds. That is a beautiful frame, and he shoots right once again. That's why I included him here. He is a right shot center, and he's bigger. Does he produce as much as the other guys? No. Does he have, a real fighting chance of being in the NHL one day? Kinda. He seems almost destined for the AHL on one of those teams. Maybe, comes up and has a little Cinderella run for a second, but honestly doesn't strike me as a true NHLer. But again, someone the Flames could look at. There are a lot of golden opportunities out there that maybe aren't even included on Pronman's list. I mean, he really does his research, so he knows. But either way, I think if the Flames really want to dedicate a player to that, obviously not to the level of Dylan Cozens or drafting, of course, a right shot young center. But hey, maybe there's an opportunity out there for one of these guys to be on the Flames, and who knows, maybe they'll have a puncher's chance, as the article said. Now let's get into tonight's game. It should be, it'll be an interesting one. We can put it that way. The Flames starting their impossible road trip, as many are calling it, over in Washington, essentially, the league's best team, definitely the Eastern Conference's best team. This one goes at 5 p.m. Calgary time, so 7 p.m. over in Washington, D.C., and Again, it'll be an interesting one. You think back, not too long ago, the Flames played the Capitals at home. We had that Rasmus Andersson making fun of Tom Wilson. Will there be some bad blood in today's game, or will they just kind of laugh about it? We'll have to see. I mean, it'll be a tough game no matter what. The beginning of a tough road trip. So overall, it'll be interesting. The one thing I wanted to note is that it is expected that both the number one goalies are going ahead in this one. So Dustin Wolf and Logan Thompson. Look at that record. 2 regulation losses in over 30 games. That just does not seem fair. How the heck was that guy not on Team Canada for the Four Nations face-off? They didn't even need him. Jordan Binnington absolutely owns Austin Matthews and the rest of America. I mean, hey, I just got to say, Canada, we still own hockey. But either way, should be a fun one here tonight. Let's get into the comment of the day to wrap things up before I offend all of our American fans here. And this one's interesting. It comes from yesterday's video, and it kind of goes over some of those Flames targets that a lot of the media are saying. Obviously, we know Cozens, we know Middlestat, and potentially Carson Soucy, which again doesn't make much sense to me. But Jason had this to say: the only type of D-man the Flames should be trying to add is a legit top 4 talent. Insane Zane, obviously Parekh, love that nickname, will be given every shot to make the team out of camp, but in the event that he doesn't, the Flames will need somebody who can put up points, can log top 4 minutes, and is responsible on both sides of the puck. Soucy is not that guy. Sorry, Carson. We have plenty of guys in the system we could be playing ahead of him. Casey Mitz can kick rocks too. It's Cozens or bust. There you go, another Cozens or bust saying. But completely agree with you, Jason, there. I mean, Carson Soucy makes sense if the Flames kind of want to make a push this year, play someone with Weegar more so. But overall, yeah, I'm not too sure either. Hopefully Zane can make it out of the gate next year. That's what he said he wants to do, and we'll just go from there, of course. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please subscribe like we saw here today, and have a wonderful rest of your day.